Hello lads and ladies, and welcome to this and welcome back for another video on the channel. Yes, we are back. We are discussing Fleetwood Town Football Club. Now, we do a lot of Fleetwood Town content on this channel. We also discuss a lot of League One. Now, I'm wanting to bring you guys extra content where possible as well. So we'll be doing extra League One shows, the extra League One videos. We've got the League One predictions. But I also want to make this maybe a 6 episodes a year, a season, basically, a series where we just discuss Fleetwood Town for, 10 minutes and I give my proper thoughts on it, because sometimes in games, emotions run high. I get a bit over the top and I get a bit too much emotional into the game. I don't know if you could tell that I care about football and I don't like losing or drawing games of football, and everything's got to be done at 100 miles an hour and it needs to be done now. But we're discussing the first 9 games, and I reckon it's been a success. I really do, because if you look at it, this was a group that only won 8 times last year. We lost 23 games, I think it was. We drew 16. We won 8. We lost 22 games last year. That's half our games. We've only lost 1 in 9. That was the first game of the season. Since then, Fleetwood are 8 unbeaten. They've drawn 6, won 2. Now, the sides that Fleetwood Town have played have been decent sides. They beat Plymouth at home. That is an unbelievable victory. They beat Peterborough at home, away from home, sorry, a brilliant result. They've gone away to a couple of other places. Lincoln, they were 2-0 down, got a decent point. That's where I'd label our good points. Derby at home is another good point. The disappointment was obviously Port Vale losing the game, not playing too well. That's the first game of the season. You can reprimand that, and we've recovered from it. The points away at Morecambe, you can say it's a decent point. I see it as 2 points dropped. We scored a late goal and we weren't brilliant on the day as well. And then you have a look at Cheltenham at home, where it was a poor game, that they came with a plan and executed it really well. So they're the first 9 games, really. Now, a pattern of play that I've seen, Fleetwood Town like to be hard to beat. Scott Brown has labelled it as. Now, what that is a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 with the wingers helping out our fullbacks defensively, because our defensive fullbacks, they aren't defensive. They are wing backs. Now, the problem is I think they both suit a 3-5-2. I just don't think we've got enough quality in the centre-half department to deal with a back three, in my opinion. And if we could, I'd have a midfield three of Batty, Vela and Lane just in front. And you've got Warrington, Macadam, those types of Boyle, Bagley when he's back to bring in as well. I think you can play a front two of Morton and Musgrave. Got a bit of physicality, and then you've got Paddy Lane and Morton who can stretch defense. You can cut out wide when need be as well. So that's the only thing that I'll say about us so far. But we have been hard to beat. We've got decent points on the board, and I think we're 13th, 14th in the league, something like that. And it's a decent start. That now it's how we kick on from that. We're 12 points in. Do I think 12 points is a fair reflection of where we should be? Yes. I do, because I think Derby, I thought they dominated the game. They probably should have beat us. I thought Morecambe, we were lucky to get a point. Second half, we were better, but I still saw it's 2 points dropped in a weird way. But then we probably should have beaten Lincoln, in my opinion, by the first 12 minutes where we were poor. We probably should have done better against Wycombe, where we had chances created. But I think 12 points overall is fair. And I see a lot of games are free hits. And someone pulled up and said, a fair point, which I totally agree with. You're not always going to win against, your Lincolns, your Cheltenhams, your Morecambes, which we haven't done. We haven't beat any sides that should be around at the end of the year, because Plymouth and Peterborough are going to be in the top 10, in my opinion. So that's one thing I will say about that. The cup games, we got to the second round of the cup. We beat Wigan reserves, which was a decent run out. Jed Garner got up and running, which was good. Everton, we gave them a game. We were competitive. The one thing I'll say for us, though, overall, we don't look like scoring many goals. We've got the second lowest chances per game created, which is obviously a worry. You obviously want to create goal chances. We're not doing that. I think we only had 5 massive chances. I know that isn't a clear indication. I think we've got the 16th expected goals going into the weekend as well, which isn't brilliant, but you've got to look at it. We've got the third best defence in the league on goals conceded per game. So we are tight defensively. We've got 3 clean sheets. We're not conceding goals like we were last year. I think we only conceded 3 or maybe 4 goals at home this year. And, we're keeping clean sheets, which we needed to do last year. Jalen's just done really well since coming in. Rooney, brilliant. I think he's an absolute baller. Josh Earl, for me, is the signing of the summer. I think he is the reason why we're keeping so many clean sheets. Every time there's a loose ball, he wins it. Sometimes if he loses it, the one-on-one with Toto, which, was a worry. But Toto has impressed me this year, in my opinion. I was very critical of him last year. Midfield, Vela, I think it's been brilliant. I think Warrington's had a couple of impressive games. He gets us playing. I said away at Peterborough, we need his type of performance away there to get us out of trouble. Dan Batty, brilliant. He never stops running, the lad. You can see the last 5-10 minutes of the game. Him, Vela, Warrington and Rooney just give everything. And that's when they tire. And I do worry maybe later on in the season, teams will pick us off a little bit like they were last year, and you'll see more of my antics. But I've been impressed. Musque's added a little bit of physicality. Morton's added a little bit of pace like we knew he was. He's not a new signing to me because I know what he's about already. And then, you got a couple of other new players that have bedded in really nicely as well. Promise has looked good when he's come on in stints as well. Carlos Mendes-Gomez looks lively. So we've got players there. The one problem is with our forward line, I don't think none of them score over 10 goals. I don't think Joe Garner gets enough game time. I don't think Jed Garner scores over 10. I think Mendes-Gomez might get you 5, given the chance. I just think he needs a goal to get his confidence up and running. He's created a lot. Promise is the same. Our top goal scorer is 2, and he's not scored since the second game of the season. A lot are on 1s. So we need to start scoring goals soon. But I'm not worried. I'm really happy with our performances so far. The good thing is now we've got a week and a half before Barnsley, where Fleetwood are going over to Italy for a pre-season camp. We're massive. And I think it's at a club that, I think Thierry Henry is a stakeholder, if I'm not mistaken, that Fleetwood are going over that I saw somewhere on Twitter. But, good first 9 games. There's a lot, obviously, to learn from. Oxford away's off, Burton away's off. So there's going to be catch-up on Tuesday nights as well. The next few away games are long trips to Fleetwood, so it's going to take a toll on the boys. And, we just need to get up and running at home. But been impressed so far. What do you think of your team's performances so far this season? Let me know. Who would you say the best team you've played so far? Because for me, I'd say probably Derby on chances created, but they didn't look like scoring, really. There weren't massive chances. I'd say Port Vale's energy on the first game of the season was always going to be there. But I've not seen a team that have wowed me yet. And normally you see 3 or 4 of those. But again, guys, thanks very much for watching today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. Let me know if you like this kind of stuff as well. We are using new software where we film on a webcam. So if you think it's okay, let me know and we'll use it again. Until next time, I will see you later. A big over and out. Subscribe for more Fleetwood Town, League One and football content in general as well. Hit notification bell as well so you get notified when I upload. Also smash the big like button on the stream, on the video as well. And again, that'll help me out. Until next time, I will see you later. Up the Cods.